Hello YouTube fam and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just doing a little get ready with me. Just wanted to apply some products to my face and just chat with you guys. So without any further ado, let's jump into the video. Okay, now that I've got you guys pulled in a little bit closer, I'm just going to go ahead and start applying products. So the first thing I'm going to be using is my All Nighter Face Primer from Urban Decay, if you guys can see that. And I like this primer because it's a gripping primer, but it doesn't have like a silicone base to it. It's more of a water base, so it doesn't feel so slick on my skin. It really just absorbs into the skin and then just leaves this nice tacky base. Okay, next we'll be doing eyes. So I'm going to jump into my MAC paint pot and just go ahead and prime my lids real quick. And I used to use a brush with my MAC paint pot, but I found that it was making the inside of my paint pot look utterly disgusting. Just really unsanitary looking. So I switched to a sponge and it looks much cleaner in there now, obviously, because I'm just wiping everything away with a sponge. But I appreciate the aesthetic of it. See what I mean? It just looks nice and clean in there now. Whereas before it looked just like where you could tell a brush had been swirled in there and there was like line marks and possibly like a piece of fuzz or something, and it was just not the cutest look. So I actually got a compliment on one of the looks that I wore from this palette in a video, so I thought I would just go ahead and do a video on it. So I'm going to be using the Mini Controversy palette from Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So I'm going to be focusing on, let's see, these two shades right here with root beer, diet root beer as my transition shade. So let's just go ahead and jump into that. I'm just going to jump into diet root beer real quick using a big fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M504. Have you guys seen Frozen 2 yet? Man, is that movie good. I watched it when it came out in theaters, but I just rented it again now that it's out on Blu-ray. And it is so good. It is just, it blows the first one away for me. The songs in it are just amazing. And my little girl loves movies with songs in it. She was like freaking out over this movie. Just like dancing and just getting all into it. I was like, yeah, girl. Okay, now I'm going to be taking this shade, the Simulation, and I'm just going to be using this little Pac-Man Wet n Wild brush. It's just so cute and adorable. Look at that. I'm a sucker for it. But I'm just going to be using this brush and just pack that shade over the rest of my lid. Okay, and just to make this transition just a little bit more smoothly, I'm going to add the shade Canceled right here. Just right in the crease, just to kind of blend those two shades together. Okay, so it got a little muddy. That's okay. It doesn't look bad. Just adding Canceled to the other eye as well. Oh, and I did that using my MAC, what is this? 224 brush. Sorry, forgot to mention that. Now I'm jumping back into the Simulation and gonna pop that over the rest of the lid. So we've got some fallout underneath the eyes, but that's okay. We're going to clean it up. Okay, now I'm going to go in and add a wing. So I'm just going to do that using my Sephora Brush Tip Liquid Liner. I don't even know if you guys can see that, but it's just a basic black liquid liner from Sephora collection. Eyes are pretty much done. Now we're just going to do the rest of the face and we'll jump back into the eyes. So for our foundation, I'm using the Stay Naked by Urban Decay. And I have mine in the shade 30NN, so this is what we're using. I'm just going to grab myself a few pumps of that. There we go. That's a nice full coverage. So now we need some concealer. So I'm actually going to be using something that's discontinued just to kind of stay with the Urban Decay theme. So this is the Naked Skin concealer. They now make the Stay Naked concealer in place of this, and it has far more shades than this ever did. And it's probably a better concealer, but I haven't tried it. But I do know that I like this, and I have it in the shade Fair Neutral. So this is what we're going to be using today. Okay, so now we need to set everything real quick before it starts to crease on us. So I'm just going to be using my MAC and Patrick Star powder, translucent setting powder. Now I'm just going to spray some of my MAC Fix Plus in the, what is it called? Cherry Blossom scent. I think it's Cherry Blossom. Just going to spray that on my face just to kind of melt the powder into my face. Okay, so now I want to jump back into the Mini Controversy palette. And I want to jump back into Diet Root Beer and just kind of like even out the edges where I took my sponge around my eyes. Now I'm going to take this shade, My Boyfriend's Purse, right here, and I'm going to pop that in the inner corner. Okay, so we are done with the Mini Controversy palette. So now let's do our brows. So I'm going to be using my Joa brow pencil for that today, which is just the, what is it called? Precision Brow Pencil. Oh, Brow Down to Me. What a cute name, but I just have it in the shade Brunette. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of brow gel. This is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Just a basic brow gel to hold everything in place. I used to pluck my own eyebrows, and now I go and get them threaded, and it makes me feel some type of fancy. So I feel like I need a brow gel now to hold everything in place and make me feel extra fancy. I don't know if it really does anything, if I actually need the brow gel, probably not, but I use it. So now I'm going to pop on some of my Benefit Highbrow Glow, which is getting towards the end of the stick here. I might have to buy another one pretty soon. I'm pretty committed to this product. I've used 2 of them now. Okay, now we need some bronzer. So for bronzer, I'm going to be using, what do I want to use? Let's use our Pretty Vulgar bronzer in the shade Bronze Mannequin, which this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to tap into this. Oh wow, it's really powdery. I haven't used this in a really long time. And it's really pigmented. A little bit goes a long way with this bronzer. My goodness. Take just a tiny bit of that And bring it down the nose. Oh! That was too much. Much too much. So this bronzer is really pigmented. I forgot all about this bronzer. I'm gonna have to start using her again. The Bronzed Bee Bronze Mannequin Bronzer from Pretty Vulgar. It's pretty nice. So for my blush and highlight, I'm going to be using from Natasha Denona, the Blush and Glow Mini Palette, which is what it looks like on the inside. So I'm just going to pop into the blush side real quick. It's a nice pinky blush shade. It's pretty cute. If you like pink, that is. If you don't like pink, I wouldn't suggest it. Jumping into the highlighting side, I'm going to grab my Jeffree Star highlighting brush. This is the Morphe JS3. I'm just going to sharpen up my, bronzer line a little bit with my Tarte Shape Tape powder. I just like to sharpen it up just a little bit so it looks a little bit more crisp. Okay, now we need some setting spray. So for that, I will be using the Smashbox setting spray, Photo Finish Weightless setting spray. Okay, so now we need some mascara. So I'm just going to pop on some of the IT Lash Blowout Mascara. This one's a pretty good one if you know you're going to do falsies, which I'm going to do falsies. Okay, now we need a lip color. So what are we going to choose for our lip color today? Oh, it's so pretty. It's just too pink, and I don't want to use it just because it's this cute little Barbie packaging. Like, I would just like to keep it forever, but I'm tempted. Okay, so I'm going to take some of this shade from Bite Beauty. They discontinued this for now anyways. I don't know if they're going to bring it back when they've reformulated everything to be vegan and cruelty-free and all that jazz. But this is from Bite Beauty. This is the lipstick Saki. Okay, now we need some false lashes, so I'm going to pop some of those on real quick, and then I'll be right back with you guys, okay? There we go. Lashes are on, and that is it for this look. I really wish that I would have picked some more bold lashes now that I have them on. They look a little lackluster compared to, like, the look that I have going on, but it is what it is. They're not bad looking. They're just not very bold. That's my only problem with them. But thank you guys for sticking around and playing with me. I really enjoyed it. So hopefully you liked the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate those. And if you like my vibe and you want to see more of me, hit the subscribe button because you know I appreciate that even more. So hopefully you'll be seeing a lot more of me and I'll be seeing a lot more of you very soon, alright? I love you guys. Peace out.